Just fresh off of his World Series win, and what a win it was, Jack Flaherty of your Los Angeles Dodgers joins the show now.
Congrats, Jack Flair. Thanks for coming on.
I don't think that's ever going to get old to hear.
Oh, no, forever.
Yeah,
the rest of your life.
It's great. That's how you will be introed for the rest of your life. My first question, you look great. Are you still drunk?
Good start.
No. That ended on Monday. But it was a good run.
Monday was the breaking point where alcohol just didn't look or sound any appeal.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly how it went.
We were talking about it before you came on, and we've seen a lot of the videos. They're circulating. Who was the most lit at the parade? We saw the interview with you and Oro not being able to stand up was my favorite.
My favorite.
I know Walker was blasted. Kershaw was blasted.
Dave Roberts.
Give me number one.
I think you've hit all the guys on the list between me, Walker. I think Kike too.
Oh,
he said he forgot a little bit of his speech that he gave the other day when he was on the mic, because his speech was incredible. But you got it. It's probably one of the four of us for sure.
Now, there is a video of you giving Ohtani some tequila at the parade. And I'm no alcoholic, or maybe I am, but it looks like he had never drank before, Jack. Is this the first time you've seen him drink?
No. So that's the thing is, so after every series that we won, we would take a tequila shot as a team. And
I like it.
I always ended up, it was always time for a shot, and but I was always next to Show, and we would take our tequila shot together. So it took a lot of convincing that day to get him to do it, and eventually he finally did.
You could see him kind of loosen up a little bit.
Did you ever do that?
Get on the mic.
Win or lose, we booze.
Listen, one or two things are gonna happen. Either we're gonna drown in sorrow, or we're gonna celebrate our win. So
either way
we're drinking one way or
These
another.
are all problems you're describing, by the way, just for the record.
There's a hotline you can call.
I was gonna say, I feel like these are cries for help. So happy or sad, we're all drinking. Do you remember all of it? Like, were there? And I mean that genuinely, or do people say, "Oh, do you remember when you did this?" and you don't remember that part?
No, I actually do remember all of it. I remember all of the parade. I remember all of the parade. There was one moment that I did not remember, which was my mom actually taking God bless.
That's my favorite, so we're gonna run that on a loop.
It was my mom taking a shot of tequila because she doesn't drink tequila, and I saw a video of her doing it on my phone afterwards, and I was like, I forgot about this, and then I was like, that's what sparked everything. Was she did it, and I was like, this is incredible. So
this is it.
we started passing it around.
It's unbelievable.
So good.
Jack, we got to talk about your coach real quick, Dave Roberts. He was up there with Ice Cube, and it looked like he had some tequila too. He was having himself a time. What was let's check him out. Look, back it up, Coach. Yeah.
Oh no! Stop doing that.
That ain't it, Coach.
Just let Doc be Doc, man. He'd been through so much that, at this point he could do whatever he wants. Let the man be. He was, hey, we'll work on that. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on there.
Look, I know you said you guys stopped drinking, but listen, I'm sure the perks are coming in by the boatload. What is the biggest perk so far of being a World Series champion?
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't, shoot. That's a good one.
You probably hadn't paid for food yet. I'm assuming.
Well, you would think so, but
it actually doesn't work like that. Funny enough,
it's funny. We went to dinner. Last night with Joel, and the workers they wanted pictures and whatnot. We kept saying like, yeah, it's fine as long as we don't have to pay. But Joel still ended up paying for dinner, so we tried to get out of it, but it didn't work out that way.
I figured that out.
I will say, Jack, I think one of the coolest things, and this happened before you even won the World Series, was you getting your own smoothie at EREWHON, which, if you know, that is a big deal. So what is that process like? The smoothie's delicious, by the way. I sent you a picture of it. It's fantastic. I don't like bananas or coconut cream, but my God, that thing slaps. What's that process like? Because that is awesome.
Yeah, so we make the World Series, and I I just happened to know. So one of my best friends, their family friends, they run EREWHON, and I happened to hang out with the family's son with like just as a group the week prior. And so my friend's little brother texts me and is like, "Hey, EREWHON wants to run a smoothie for the Dodgers. Like, would you be interested in doing it?" And I'm not gonna say no to that. So a little bit of just right place, right time, and knowing some of the right people. And go in, got to do a whole, like, they asked me what we want to put in it, and I'm like, can we make it taste good? We go through, some bananas and some protein, and go in, try it, and do a little. It was like an hour shoot, but
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Wait, so it's you and Hailey Bieber. Who are the other? Are there others?
Frankie's Bikini has one. There's,
of course, yeah.
I don't know the list, but
that's not bad.
I'm on a short list.
That's a very good
yeah,
short
it's
list.
A short list.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is a huge honor. I'm not kidding. A boy could only dream to
obsessed.
get one. He has it all. Jack, now you're a free agent, and you told the whole world you want to come back. You kind of blew your wad there in negotiations, but obviously do you want to return to the Dodgers and run this back?
Look, whatever ends up happening happens. It was I've obviously grew up here. I got having the chance to come here and win a ring was I still have no words for it. It's been so special, and even seeing still the love around the city from people is unbelievable. But whatever ends up happening happens. It's I've enjoyed my time here. If I'm back, I'm back, and if not, then I'm looking forward to trying to win a ring wherever I end up.
No. That can't happen. That can't happen.
To not bring you back.
I think one of my favorite moments, the San Diego series, was spicy, and that was the whole playoffs were fun, but that was a fun series to watch. And the moment that you got Manny Machado out, and I'm looking at you now, and you're nice, and you're soft-spoken, and seem very sweet, Jack, but the words you were mouthing in this moment don't seem sweet to me.
Yeah,
take us through it.
Yeah, I went through this. I talked about this like a couple of days ago. Those words normally, like, they're just kind of running in my head as I'm pitching. And look, like, it was a big spot in a big moment in a big game. And Manny to get him out in that spot where that was going on was one of those that it all just came out. And he's an ultimate. He's a huge competitor. I'm not surprised he didn't take it too kindly. I by all means, like, he should be upset that those words came out, especially right there. So, it kept going on afterwards, and you can't really hear what anybody's saying at that point. You're too far away, but he's gonna compete. He's not gonna let somebody say that to him, and we kept going back and forth because but it just, things happen.
I wish that series was like 12 games.
And
that would have been nice.
I got a side question too, Jack. So as much as there's trash talk and all that, a guy like Soto, when he does the Soto shuffle as a pitcher, is that funny? Is that annoying as shit? Like, how do you take that as a pitcher? Is that part of his mental game?
It is, but you can see it when you throw a good pitch. He'll nod at you, and he's like, okay, like, you're coming with it. I got you. And so he's for me it's fun to compete with him when he's like that and he's locked in, because it's tough. I mean, it's tough to get him out. He's one of the best hitters in the game. He's gonna go break the bank in free agency. But for me, like, if you don't like competing with a guy like that who's trying, he's got his own mind games and he's as confident as they come, then it's going to be tough to get him out. So it's really like a head nod competition back and forth. He takes a good pitch, I make a good pitch, and you just keep going.
I do like, as much as the shuffle, I do like the flowers too on a good pitch.
I know.
Awesome.
There's respect. Yeah. It's like a nice respect thing. Tell us about Shohei Ohtani. I mean, he's just everywhere he goes, the crowds are ridiculous. This was such a big turnaround for him, going from the Angels to an immediate World Series championship. What's he like to be around to play with?
Well, he's just one of the dudes. And, after we got done, we told him, we told him, "Show, it's this easy. First year you come over here, you're 1 for 1. Now you gotta do it 9 more times." But he's really one of the dudes. He shows up, he works hard, like it's seemingly harder than everyone because he's doing his Tommy John rehab and throwing, and then he's still got to go hit and puts up one of the greatest seasons ever. And then you know, he's the biggest superstar in baseball. He's got all the media around him, and he's the biggest superstar in Japan. So the fact that he's able to do all that and keep himself just really level-headed all the time, and then, you know, still just he's just show. And I was lucky enough to play with him and in awe of him every single time that he came up to the plate and the things that he would do.
Is there something that you saw like firsthand, obviously being his teammate, that's just different? When I play with a pro golfer, like the sound of it is just, it's different. Like, and I saw him in person. He's a big dude too. He's way bigger than you think. Yeah,
he's way bigger than you think. And that's like, look, I mean, we've got him, we've got Mookie, we've got Freddie. And then you also see the other guys around the league, but when the ball comes off his bat in game, and it's every single one of his home runs was like a no doubt. The ball sounds differently coming off his bat, and even his outs, you know, this will be more of like a baseball number, but his exit velocity, whatever, it felt like he was hitting the ball over 100 miles an hour, and that's top tier, like, and it was like you just wanted to try to make him hit the ball softly, and he doesn't. No matter what it is, every single out he hits the ball hard. So that's what's different. He hits the ball so hard. It's he hits the ball harder than anybody.
What's he like as a hang? Because, you know, he's obviously seems kind of quiet and stoic when he's at the bat, and it just doesn't even change his facial expression. Like, does he go to the birthday parties? Does he pick up tabs by any chance? Like, what is what's his deal?
He better be picking 700 million.
Picking up all the tabs.
700 million, pay for the jerseys.
Everything.
We did a dinner in New York during the Mets series. We got in. Happened to be my birthday, but it was a team dinner that we were doing, and Sho came. Him and Yamamoto both came. We did another one. I don't know if he came. I don't know if he didn't come to the one before we played the Yankees because he just dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, right.
But he picked up the tab when we went to New York. I think he's as chill as they come. Speaks really good English, which is impressive for the amount of work that he's put in since he's been over here. So he's somebody that, and he's always, even during games, like he's never nervous. I asked him before, I think game one, like first playoff game, I just asked him, like, Sho, are you nervous? And he goes, no. And then he points to Yamamoto, who's pitching that game, and he goes, he nervous. Like you pitchers are nervous. Like, I'm not.
By the way, baseball team dinners are a lot more expensive.
Right? There's a lot.
I can imagine.
25 of us.
Jack, I want to ask you a hoops question really quick. You know, you're an LA guy. You're a Lakers fan?
Yes.
Why not Clippers, man? What's going on with that?
If you grew up in LA, you didn't grow up with Clippers. That's just,
absolutely.
You weren't growing up during that time, and this is because like the Clippers, they had some guys running like that were coming through, but it was hard to grow up here and not be a fan of Shaq and Kobe. You know, I was still really young, but it was hard not to be a fan of that was going on. So. Maybe it's because they're winning. You can call every single one of us bandwagon fans if you want, because we, like all of us young guys, because we hopped on the train when they were winning. But
not your fault.
As long as you're still on the train right now.
Exactly. I'll never get off it.
This has been awesome. I appreciate you doing this, Chandler. By all means.
Thank you so much, buddy. I hope they re-sign you. We need you. You deserve it. You're going to get a bag this summer, my boy. I'll see you real soon.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy it.
You guys. Thank you.
All right, we'll take a